person who've used Peak Design for a long time, and I've gotten to a place in my life where it's just too heavy, too clunky, and I need more than just that one bag. I need multiple bags to do multiple things, because I do travel. I just don't travel anywhere exotic. I travel local. I have 5 children, 4 teenagers, and I work hybrid. So with that, I need 2 systems. I've just kind of found this is my journey, trying to find the thing that will work for me. And I'm finding that there's just not a lot. I have a lot of gripes because I have a lot of needs, and the needs and the gripes tend to go together. So I've spent all my own money. As I go through this journey, I do want to share my journey with someone, and hopefully this can help you. I have 2 system needs, a 13-inch iPad, and I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, which usually has a cover on it with 2 quick access tech pouches, which I have to have. A lot of the review videos show with no case on them. I have a case. I have a case on mine with 2 pouches on the front. But for this review, I needed to take it off, and you'll see why. But I'm looking for one system that will do both of these, where one goes in one bag, one goes in the other, and then I just take my tech pouch with this, which was Peak Design, but it's now alpaca, and I take it and I can just move it between pouches, leaving like chapstick in both and all that stuff in both, medicine in both. But all I have to do is just pick up a bag, and my iPad's in it, and all I have to do is just take the tech pouch from one to the other. My life is very chaotic with 5 kids, a hybrid job. I work a couple part-time jobs doing some, things for higher education. And so my life is very mobile. And so because of that, I needed to find something that would work for me. Able Carry, Evergoods, all these name brands, it takes forever them to get here. The money sits on your credit card for probably a good 6 weeks if you don't want it, and you have to send it back, and you're like, oh my gosh, will it make it back? The return policy, refund policy, it's just a lot. So I've leaned more into Amazon, and Amazon has had some good stuff, but nothing I would consider something I want to use full time. And that's unfortunate because it's easy here, easy back. I heard a lot about the Bellroy, and I thought, well, let me try it. It's super light, which I really need light. My son and I talked about this in the car the other day. He's one of my teenagers, and he said, you need light, comfortable zippers. That's it. Light, comfortable zippers. That's what it comes down to. Aesthetics and people stopping me on the street saying, hey, cool bag, let's talk. That's not me. I need light zippers, and it's comfortable. I mean, that's everything. And it's interesting that my kids see the same thing, so they kind of help me with the aesthetic part and zippers, but I never tell them what I'm thinking. I just hand it to them and say, what do you think? So my son and I and my other kids agreed the zippers on this are fine. They're not fun to use. I mean, they're not fun to use, but they're good. So you can kind of see it and hear it, and you can see that in other videos too from other people. My whole point of this is just to talk about the gripes. The material's fine. Other people might try it in a windstorm or rainstorm. I probably wouldn't, and I'll talk about that in just a second. It's good, a light rain, I think you're good. The handle's fine. I don't think I would ever carry it on its side. But my two biggest gripes about this bag, and my son completely agrees, and my other kids completely agree, is it looks fine. It doesn't have any structure to it, so if you do need to, put it down, you can. It does not stand on its own. I need a bag to stand on its own. I know people say you can lean it against a wall or lean it against something. I've tried that in the past. It doesn't work because it goes like this and it clunks on the ground, which is why I'm selling some of my other bags that I've been using, because I need it to stand up a little bit. It doesn't have to be like, self-standing like a nomadic, but it can't against the wall. That just is not gonna happen. So my gripes with this bag would be would be a couple things. So, and I'll just go straight to the gripes, honestly. For me, I hate this laptop compartment. It's absolutely awful. I'm not sure. So if you're going to travel and you're going to really travel like overseas and you want to use this because you don't need tech pouches and everything inside has like a separate compartment, that's great. But if you need to travel and you need a specific electronic with you, I don't think this is it. I mean, in my opinion, I do not feel comfortable whatsoever with anything in here. The reason it's light is because it lacks padding. It lacks structure. It lacks a false bottom. It just lacks. And I'm not going to put my big old expensive MacBook Pro in here in this. And I had to take the case off because it's not going to fit without a case. Or with a case. It's just not going to fit. So if you look here, the 16-inch barely fits in there. And you kind of just got to finagle it and be really careful. And then the zippers are fine. I mean, that works fine to me. The problem is that it is just not secure in there. It is just not padded enough. It is not enough. This is not padding. It's just like a piece of like, you know, you know, like Flexiplast stuff that comes out. It's, and you can correct me in the comments, it's fine. I don't like it. It's not secure. That's just a gripe. And other people can say, well, it's made of this, made of that, made of this. I don't feel comfortable holding my big expensive MacBook in here. And I can't have a case on it. For me, a case is a non-negotiable, but a lot of the review videos we watch, they don't have cases. So if you don't use a case, you know, kind of tell me why. For me, my kids are in my backpack. They're grabbing things out. Like I said, I have a big family. We go out. They're like, can I have some tissues? Well, they go to my bag and they get it. So what I buy doesn't matter just to me, it matters to my family. There are no water bottle pockets on the outside, which to me, again, it's light, that's great, but it doesn't work for me. The other thing that I don't like about this bag is it's extremely uncomfortable. I know other people say it's comfortable. Again, I don't see it. You can see how thin that is right there. And if you go like this, I mean, people say it's good. I just think it's horrible. My kids agreed. That it's not good. This also is just like this take it on, take it off thing, which I think is a great idea, but it doesn't swivel. So if you happen to be like in an airport, I love that you can put it in here, because if you're in a stadium or you're in some sort of seating where that if you leave it out, people will trip over it. It is nice to be able to kind of quick stash that in here. I would say I really like that because I need that. If your bag is really packed out though, this is not going to easily go in there. You're not going to be able to get it in because the space used is the space used. And if you've got your big 16-inch, you know, MacBook in there, these are not going to just plop right in there. And so that to me, I would probably honestly really never use it unless I was in a stadium. I didn't want somebody to trip. I would try to put it in there, but then again, I wouldn't take it to a stadium. I wouldn't use it for everyday carry in that way. I would use it to travel, to really travel. And I have a trip coming up and I was like, hey, I could use this to really travel. This is the deal breaker to me. You're rushing, you're trying to put it in, you clip it in there and it doesn't swivel. And usually right here, there's like a little mechanism to make it swivel. So if you put it on wrong, maybe just swivel it really quick. This requires you to take it off, put it back on. This is really tiny, it's really thin. My son tried it on, he's like, this is absolutely so uncomfortable. I would completely agree. And I'll put my MacBook back in here just to kind of see what that looks like. So I apologize for the delay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put that back in here really quick. It does take a little bit. So let me put this on. And by the way, it does not go in well. My son and I both agreed. And yes, I know you're thinking, well, loosen it. Yeah, but even if you loosen it, it still doesn't come on and off really good. So hopefully you can see this well. It is more comfortable. My son said it's more comfortable than Nomadic. I agree 100%. It is more comfortable than Nomadic. The reason I cannot keep this short trips, long trips, it doesn't matter. Inside's nice with all its organization is this. I mean, I feel my computer, it is right here. It's not protected whatsoever. So if you want to use this to go on a trip and you've got like a cheapy computer, you just want to stick in here to get some work done, I think that'd be fine. It is lightweight. It is comfortable enough. I don't like the straps down here. They're awful. My son agreed, so did I, that taking it on and off is not a nice experience. The quick access in the front is fine. You know, it's easy enough. This is fine. I mean, I don't love it or hate it. I wish they would have put some sort of elastic on this. It's just a piece of material. It looks like they had left over and they just went, hey, let's just stick it there. But I mean, that's fine. The zippers are fine. But again, like I said, they're not fun to use. They're not enjoyable to use. Do I think it's worth $200? No. You can see when you pick it up too, if you've got a big computer in here, you can see how it does. And I understand the rest of the bag is not packed out. I totally understand that. But for me, the computer is just number one. Ease of access, comfortable, the things I mentioned before. But truthfully, if my computer's not protected, I don't want to put anything else in here. I mean, it doesn't work for me. But those are my gripes. They may not be your gripes. I just want to kind of tell you before you go and put money on your credit card. The inside is nice. My computer is like right there though. And so once you take things out of this, it's the computer is just not gonna work well. I didn't really like the pouches. I rather just use my tech pouch or the Peak Design pouches I have. These were fine enough, but the stuff's just gonna slide all over the place. And when you get to your destination, it's all just gonna be down here at the bottom. So again, I rather just use a tech pouch, you know, you know what I'm talking about, a packing cube. I'd rather use a packing cube, because it doesn't make any sense to everything fly down. It's the same with these two. Things are just gonna jostle around and it's just gonna make it more uncomfortable as it sags. I wish they would have put like a pouch here. I know they have something here on the side. And that's fine. It's just, to me, it's a little bit useless. I mean, it's just a dump pouch, but I understand. It's just not for me. I personally just don't like it for the main reasons. I don't like the laptop compartment at all. I do not like these straps. And, but those are the main reasons. And here's the thing, if it was like 120 bucks, totally on it, I think it's great. But because it's not $120, I would say, or 150, even 180, you know, okay, that's better. But we're talking over $200. For me, this is just not worth it. I think the way, and the no water bottle holders as well is not worth it for me. So this is definitely going back. I'll put it on one more time so you can see what it looks like. Again, it's not packed out because I've got to do other things today, but hopefully you can see that. Again, not super uncomfortable, not super anything. I think that's the thing, it's just not super anything to me. I don't want my stuff to fly down on the bottom and kind of collect at the bottom because the bag is so soft. Because the bag is so soft, it just, things kind of fly up and down. It doesn't stand up. My computer is just like literally right here. I can feel it and touch it. So I'm good. I think you get the point. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.